Check, check. Hello, hello. Okay. Hi, you guys. Let's see. Can you hear me? Audio system. Okay. All right. Hey, Elizabeth. Can you hear me? I don't see that my monitor of my um, audio is showing much. So let me know if you could hear me. Just put a thumbs up if you can. Excellent. Hi, I'm Bernice. I miss you guys. Today is going to be a good one. Hello, hello, hello. Is that better? Can you hear me? Is that better? It looks like now you could hear. Welcome on in, you guys. Let's see. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? It looks like we can. So welcome on in. And today is going to be dedicated, like always, everything I do and say falls under section 107. Thank you, nothing but love. Welcome on in. Everything I do and say falls under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Elizabeth, I'm Bernie, nothing but love. Hello. So, we don't quit over here. Thank you. And we just keep chugging along and working towards bringing justice to all of the children that have been touched by this darkness. Thank you for those who are buying my book on Amazon and Digital Deception. See, I don't want to move this, but the book is amazing and thank you for buying it. I have a few things on Amazon that are here to bring justice to the children to the best that I know how. I've also moved into Bam Bam Boogie, into using the AI tools and teaching others how to use them. And that's on Bam Bam Boogie. And I have great, incredible songs that are being released, and they are now on Spotify, iTunes, and blah, blah, blah. Just go check it out on my other channel when you can. Today, I thought I would bring back ArdenPepion, her mom, because those that were here, Arbania, who was Arden's mom, who went missing in 2021. It is, she's not been found, and there's a another boy, a male, that went missing at the same time. Neither one of them have been found. But it's very interesting when you are about to listen to a true story coming from the mother, who it sounds like her whole life she lived within this kind of cult. I'm going to call it that. Maybe it's not, maybe it is. But it seems as if that land, she gives a pretty good story, and then she died. She died pretty quickly after this story was exposed. All we know is she died peacefully in her house. Did she die because of giving this information? Did she die because she exposed them? We will never know. But this video was by far one of the most incredible interviews, stories I have ever dealt with. She had the bravery to come on live and speak her truth. She was scared. I called the police department because then she told me that they're coming to get her, and she was scared for her life, that she was standing on her doorstep with a shotgun because she was ready for them. I called the police at that time and I had it on video. I kept you guys on video, and they said they could do nothing about it. I said, "So if I told you that Arbania Pepion, the mother of the child that's missing, is shot dead in front of her house, you couldn't do anything?" His answer was correct. We have no rights over there. We have no right to go over there. So this is an ongoing issue. I see it this kind of a Blackfoot. It's the Blackfoot and Montana area that is driven and run by its own laws. I'm not here to judge them. I'm not here to speak about what's true and what's not true. I'm not them. I don't live their life. I don't live the kind of life that they live. I'm not them. So I'm not here to judge. Nobody should judge anybody until you walk in their shoes. The only thing that we are here to do at WCIA Network is to bring justice to those that are the got gone children, to those children that don't have a voice and they're just gone. My philosophy, which I've put 5 years into, is that they've been sacrificed. They've been taken for a particular situation. They've been stole, they've been abused, and they've been murdered in a horrific way that I call a sacrifice. All of the cases that I have followed on WCAA Network, I believe have fallen in that category, including Brian Kohlberger's, the Idaho 4, including Summer Moon Wells. That's how I see it. Take it for what it is. That is what I see, and that's how I believe to be my truth. So I'm speaking it on a platform that allows me to speak it. As you could see, this interview was 2 hours long. I'm going to see how much of it I can play for you guys because I believe it is so important to go back to the original research that we have here at WCIA Network and understand the research that we have here and that we've just pulled together doesn't change. The story is not changing. My story is my story. It's the story of the children. I see the story of the children. And that story isn't changing. It's not changing. The only thing that changes is the child. It's another child. It's another human. It's another teenager. It's another sacrifice. But at the end of the day, I have a story that I have told here that will never change. I see the story of the Diddy story, how I see how it directly is associated with these sacrifices and with the children that no one's going to talk about, the busloads of the kids that no one cares to investigate. No one's talking about it, and I knew they wouldn't. I knew it would be dropped. We heard it so many times, day after day. Busloads of children came to Diddy. Then boom, all of a sudden there's fires. Those fires, you guys, how I see it, started from underground and went up. They started from one tree, one burning tree that had something to do with very large black trucks that came. How do I know that? I don't. I just see it. I tell you what I see. It's all I can do. So this is dedicated to all the Got Gun children, and I might stop it here and there, but I think it's important to hear Arbania's voice. She's no longer with us. Again, I think that they took her because of this. I want you to listen to her voice. I want you to hear how she answers. She's whispering. You have to listen carefully. She whispers. But she is telling the story of the children. She told the story of the children, of the animals, of the pigs, of the underground tunnels, of the feeding the children to the animals. She tells it, and no one gave a shit. No one gave a shit. Here we go. Um, we're going to have our conversation with my community here in the community here on YouTube. We are all in on my channel here, WCIA, have our thought process on the summer. I call them SummerWellsMissing children. Tonight we're talking about ArdenPepion. This is her daughter that went missing last April of 2021. Was it the 22nd?
Yes.
Okay, April 22nd, she went missing. Through all of my past videos, those who have been following me know that I have been showing particular elements. A lot of people have given me criticism. A lot of people have called me crazy. A lot of people have, I would say, been bullying me. And I didn't really give a shit, is what I could say. Because there are missing children that are just like her daughter that is missing for a year, that falls within the same elements. I'm proud to say that I have made a very good connection with Arbana, and she has a strength inside of her to tell her story. It really takes, to me, someone quite special to be able to do that. Because she's, correct me if am I wrong, Arbana, you're putting your ass on the line because it's something that is really stepping out, right?
Yes.
So I'm not going to be opening up. I'm not going to be asking, you're not going to be asking her any questions. This is a conversation between me and her. And I will look at the questions when we're done and I will ask if I feel it's appropriate. Okay, Arbana, I'd like to introduce you to all my little listeners here at WCIA Network. We have been busting our asses here to find the missing children, just like your daughter. It's a judgment-free channel. There's no criticism here. I don't go after the people that are guilty. I go after the story that needs to be told. That's what we do here. We go after the story that needs to be told. And I know that there's a lot of people that get pissed off when they hear the truth and see the truth coming through because they are scared. They're scared for themselves. They're scared for whatever situation they are in. So, Arbana, I would like to have you start. And what we could do here is start with your story and tell us a little bit about your daughter.
My daughter, she was 3 years old. Her name is ArdenPepion, and we called her Artie. That was her nickname, and she was this. She was this. The best thing about her was probably her. She had a really smart ass smirk, but it was a smart ass smirk to where you fell in love with her. And she expressed herself through music. She actually, for 3 years old, she was actually trying to do TikTok videos.
Take us back to the day that she went missing. Take us back to what that looked like and what that day looked like to you.
When I didn't even know that she was missing until almost 10 hours later. And that was the friend's mom that told me. So when that happened, it was like blizzarding out, and you couldn't even see in front of you. And that's about 15 minutes away from town.
Now, can you explain to the people that are going to ask, why did it take 10 hours? You explain to them the situation where your daughter was, that she wasn't with you. That's important.
My mom, Sarah, was actually supposed to be taking care of my kids, and she let Hawks babysit, and that's my sister's boyfriend.
Okay.
And he said that he was shooting his gun, and it's where he was shooting. It was this. You wouldn't think that he would actually take a 3-year-old out right there. And he admitted that when he was shooting, that she was running in front of him, and then he said that about 15 minutes later, he noticed that she was gone.
Okay. So you were told that 10 hours later. Your first response when you heard that, did you feel as if she was taken, or did you feel as if she was shot and then taken? Like, where's the gun playing?
I actually at first I thought she was shot. And he panicked. The story that he tells it does not add up. But see, when still on that first day, they told me what was going on, and I got arrested because I wanted more answers.
So, knowing what you know today, and after our conversation, we've been discussing these elements that come up in the missing children's cases. The elements seem to appear in most, if not all, photos and videos of your daughter being gone. So many a times on this channel, I have put up, I showed you pictures of your daughter in the middle of you and your husband, and I'm like, what's that thing connected to her head? And I'm asking you all these questions, and let me put that picture up, and asking you all these questions about, what is this? Like, can you help identify this stuff so we could help find your daughter, right? So yes. When I started showing her the elements and then showing these holes in the ground and the maroon boxes and all the little elements I've been talking about, what did you say to me? What was your first response when I'm like, do you get this? Do you know what this is? I mean, what is this?
My first response was, what the fuck? I thought I was the only one.
Okay. So,
And I understood everything, and it was just, weird that somebody else actually. I'm not crazy, you know.
correct. Correct. So I'm going to keep this one up here, and what I'm going to put up here, let me open up a different one. Tell me about, let's select like three main elements that you feel that is going to break this case open. Let's talk about the maroon box first. I've shown this maroon box for for months. Um, the maroon, I don't know if it's a box, I don't know if it's a door, I don't know if it's a doorway in something, but it is maroon and it's a box. And there's kind of like, it looks like a number 5 on the front, but it could just be the zigzag of a 5. When did you first start seeing that?
When I first started seeing it, when I was searching for my daughter around this house.
Mm-hmm. And the maroon box around this house, and you don't have to tell the location because we have given these locations are being given to the authorities. We have had a long day today, so when you go to that house that we discussed is the place they're probably going to go. Walk me through what that looks like and where it is and what does it look like. Like, kind of bring yourself back to that moment.
It's abandoned, and in order to get up to the actual house, you actually have to almost climb like a ladder, and or we just used a truck to climb in there, and the house is full of boxes, and it just, I don't know, just weird because there's like kid stuff everywhere, and
Did you ever
but then,
take any photos of it?
yeah.
Do you have any of those photos that you could share? Like, if you sent them to my email, I could share them and we could talk about it.
Right. Let's see. I think I have that folder already set up.
Because we here at this channel, we've been looking at it through blurry visions, through trying to just get a real snip of of information between each frame, right? Um,
Yeah.
and here, I don't know if you have your Facebook open. Um, I think that if you could, you could send it through Facebook because I have it open,
Okay.
and then I could plop it in. Because we have seen the houses filled with kids stuff. We've seen it in Candace Wells' house. We've seen it in the Chris Watts case. We've seen it in the Harmony case. Um, the Serenity case. I don't remember seeing any of that from. Uh, oh wow. Wow. I. Okay, I totally see what this is. Okay, so let me see how
Yeah,
I.
there's more.
Okay, let's start with this one. I'm starting with the first one, the one where there's those tires, because the tires and the bike tires and all that you're looking at is going to make sense to my listeners. I found one of the little girls, Harmony Montgomery, hiding inside one of those tires. Have you ever seen something like that?
You'll get it when I sent you 25, and that's just the bottom of the house. And there's a big hole to where we actually have to duck to get in under there.
Okay, so here's my question. Has any authority been over to this house? Okay, so I'm going to stop this right now so I can explain to you that this was one of the situations that I talked about often. And Shasha, and I said that these were under houses, they were in tunnels underneath the house. So if you look here, carefully look here, this is under the house. So you're not in a garage. You are under house. These are poles. So you have to duck under this thing to get in here. This is the house up this way. Shh, 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 shh. Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on. Let me get him to stop. Hold on. Come with me. Come on. France? Hello? Shh. Okay, come on. So what she is saying is you have to go under the house, and these are poles. See? And this is what people are putting under the home. House to look at all this that you're showing me?
No.
And why is that?
They're just too fucking lazy.
And how many kids have gone missing within your area?
There's been a few. Ardan, the youngest.
What's the age range between the kids that have gone missing?
About like maybe see 8 to 10.
Okay. Did you say you sent me 25 pictures?
Yep. There's.
Oh, I received one.
I know it's just. I had to download.
Okay, you could just send it one at a time and I'll send them. So right now we're looking at this. So this is a location. So where's the hole? Is there a hole underneath here? Is there a hole in the middle?
It it really looks like it under the couch that you will see. Because I wanted to go back there.
Well, you will be going back there with the FBI. This is where you're going to be going. Um, Here's some more pictures. So the second photo, do you, yeah, I see the holes in the ground. Do you feel as if the children, this is where they were kept?
Yeah.
Where did you hear the children screaming from underneath the ground?
Right around that area. It's in a field and it's almost by itself, and there's trees in the back, and then it hits the river. And every time I kept walking away, I kept looking at my husband, and I was like, "What is that?" And then he he's like, I don't hear nothing. And I was like, no, I swear to God, I hear Mom.
I heard Mom in your video in the scream. I heard Mom. I heard the screeches. And that's what I sent to my FBI guy. And that's what really kind of got him to be like, you know. Okay, so when did you first go to this? Did you find this place prior to your daughter missing, or is this something that you found once she was missing?
This is what I found once she went missing.
How far is this from your home?
From my parents' is about 45 minutes, but from where I live, because I moved to the area, it's about 5 minute drive. Because I wanted to stay as close as I can so I can watch.
And the maroon boxes, where would the maroon boxes be within looking at something like this? Where do you think those boxes come into play?
It would be on top. And
Oh, I see the tunnel. Okay. Here. Okay. So the picture that I am showing right now is, let me send this one to you so you see. Oh, I just closed. I'm showing the one where you're looking down into the ground, like the tunnel, kind of like down under.
oh yeah,
Has
I know that really is. I don't know. I just thought it was weird.
Would you consider this something that's on your parents' property?
It's not on my parents' property, but it's actually on one of my searchers. She's part of my search and rescue group, and it's on her property, but Hawks, the one that was last with my daughter, he always goes over this area. This area and where the area that she went missing, that's all my searcher's property.
Is this
and she don't go down there very often.
Is this close to where you heard the screams, or no?
It's the exact spot.
Was that at night?
No, it was. I used my 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 camera, not my phone camera, but the camera that I bought to actually, start making memories with my kids, and that was a
Okay, so I see a maroon box. I'm about to put it up. There's a maroon box. Shh. There's a maroon box on. It's a maroon. Here, let me. Let me open. It's a maroon box to the side. One of your pictures, you see like blue, and then you have like orange. It looks like electrical rope.
yeah.
So I don't know what the front of that box looks like, but that's the color of the boxes that I look for. I'm going through these. Are there any photos in here that would show those hearts that we were talking about?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I got that one because I was
Can you
actually trying.
Yeah, could you talk a little bit about that?
Remember
Yes.
they could be separate locations. There is. I didn't take pictures of that place because I had to walk to it, and it was probably about half a mile. And it was weird because everything in it was all cleaned out, like really fresh cleaned, to where it seemed like somebody just grabbed everything and tried to pack up everything. And that's where I seen like I don't know, it wasn't like a sheet, but I think it was like a curtain or something. But the heart, it was left in that room, and there was a bed, but I couldn't make it down to the basement for some reason. Every time I opened that door, I had something pushing me back to where it felt kind of uneasy.
Uh-huh.
So my husband just told me, if you feel that way, don't go down there.
What did the heart look like?
It was It was. What was it? It did. I hate to say it. It just. It. The material had red on it.
Did it look did it look was it like a tube or was it like a mesh? Was it like thin? Was it round?
It was. It was like a mess. It was just. It, I don't know. I can't. I just can't say it.
Um what makes Okay, I can tell you all these bicycles. Do you know anything? Why are there so many bicycles?
No. And the one thing that kept bothering me is when I was able to talk to Arden, like when she first went missing, she kept saying, like, bicycle. And
What do you mean she kept saying? How do you know what she was saying?
she, what is she? Round, round, and, you know, I don't know, it was when I was sleeping and she was trying to show me.
Are you saying spiritually or are you saying physically?
Spiritually, I guess you can say the best thing.
So inside when I blow up one of these photos and I copy and paste, I see the white sticks with the hearts. And that is right next to the orange rope and the blue tarp. There are tarps. They're
Yeah,
definitely they're definitely tarps.
yeah, they are dogs.
And
It's weird because you, I don't know, somebody contacted me and told me look for tarps.
a psychic? Like who's somebody?
Somebody local.
Now why would someone local say that to you? Like that's like if my friend called me and said look for tarps, I'd be like, where the fuck is my daughter?
No, it's just me. I keep the door in and everything. It just
Like why what makes her feel as if you should look for tarps?
said that she bought some mess from a person that was talking about my daughter.
So she bought meth from a person that was talking about your daughter. Is that person local or is that person traveling?
Local.
Is that person live somewhat by this area?
Yeah, it actually overlooks it. If you're actually on the residence, can see you can see that house. The trees are not even in the way. And now, well, see, they were there when she first went missing, but now they boarded up their house, and I don't see them anymore.
You know, it'd be very interesting to find out who put these bicycles here because many of, if not each, of the missing children had a bike. They were given a bike, had a bike. They're all pictured with a bicycle, and that goes all the way back to Amber Alert, the little girl who went missing, and they named the Amber Alert after her. And she has all the same information. And her last photo was her riding a bike in an open field. And I thought that was very strange. And then Summer Moon Wells, which is interesting, they posted a picture with her with a bike.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And it had little stars on it too. And these bikes look,
They all look similar.
uh-huh. Did your daughter have a bike?
We was just gonna give her a bike.
Who?
My husband and I were gonna give her a bike.
But she didn't get one, right? Or no?
No.
Do you feel as if she's still alive?
In some ways, I do believe that she's alive. And trust me, there's always. I mean, we really want her to be alive, but I don't know when I dream and everything is just weird because it seems like she's trying to. I don't know if she's like trying to really connect to me the hardest, but if she did pass on, she at least you don't have to live in this world where it's cruel.
Can you repeat what you just said?
At least you don't have to live in this world that's cruel.
So do you think that she would be in a better place if she's not here?
If she passed on, yes.
Do you feel as if she was taken for some sort of a sacrifice? For someone else's purpose, for someone else's needs, beliefs, resurrection, new world, better world? Does any of that hit you?
Yes.
That's
The
why.
whole area, they were leaving certain things, and we would show up one day, and then all of a sudden, it'd be completely different.
Okay, we're going to go a little deeper on that. Okay, show up where?
Where she went missing,
Mm-hmm.
there would be a fire pit, but the fire pit, when we had a drone, and when we were looking at the fire pit from above, it had the star, the circle. It was just, I actually really had to start searching on everything of that. And then when I looked deeper, they actually leave certain things. It's like a triangle, and then, but within the stuff that they, what I was always finding like certain like bones, and it's just weird.
So where would you find the certain bones? Would those bones be by the fire, or would they be by your house? Where do you find those?
It would be actually where she went missing, to where the house that the pictures that
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
just sent you, and then from that house, like I told you, that was all boarded up. It's
So this house that you sent me, it's got all these old tires. Like in the ones that I have posted right now, you guys, these here, you would find bones by the inside of this muck. And because what I do see here, if you could confirm this with me, the photo that says vote art,
oh
vote art,
yeah.
if you, let me grab it, if you can look closely to that photo, I see the mesh and I see the hearts. So let me look closer and tell me. I'm going to crop it. Oh, here it is. I'm going to. It's kind of right under the word art. It's like rocks. But the red hearts, I do see them, or is that just playing tricks on my eyes? Did you ever see them here?
You know what? That is freaking crazy.
And that wood and the window, that looks like a real window that is built inside the rock. Am I wrong or am I right? That looks like a one-way window.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't. I can't go.
Open up the one that says vote art.
Yeah, I know. It just, I can't. Like when I'm there, I can't.
I see that it's built into the cement wall, and that is a one-way window because I see the maroon. This looks to me exactly how the rooms look because this has the trim around the window. Wait, I'm going to put it up so my listeners could see. And it's maroon. I'm going to get it a little closer. And it's like stuck. It's stuck inside the cement. So
Yeah, it is. I
yeah.
couldn't move it.
Do you remember seeing it that way?
I couldn't move it.
You couldn't move it.
And when I would like try to slide the window open, it, I couldn't do it.
So
I couldn't actually. It was pushing me back to where I couldn't.
you mean you mean the energy was pushing you back, or it was pushing you back? Like,
No, the energy was pushing me back. And
because
I've never been scared, and that literally scared me.
because I see the cross on there, I see the hearts in there. Um, I could see I could see within that window is what I'm saying. I could see within this goes, and this is what I'm good at. I could see that goes inside and it goes straight like a tunnel. Like it's not a room. It's like it's a box.
Yeah, it's like the whole room would be a box.
Did
It
you
just,
did you see those anywhere else like that?
no.
And
So,
this was this investigated the correct way or
no. Hell no.
so this to me would be um this has to be on our list because we have been watching these kids and um what's very common across the board, these kids get gifts. These kids get like as if it's like Christmas, you know. Um, and I see this paper here, you guys. I'm putting it up here. Um, I see the Marvel gifts. I see the girls the exact same wrapping that I saw in Serenities. In Serenities, I see costumes. I see princess costumes that all the kids wear. I see it. This is a playroom. And that's like a in there I see like a like a Cinderella tent. Did you ever come across all of these kind of elements that you saw like right in front of you, like when you saw the wrapping paper, like where did you think this was all coming from? Like this is a place that obviously does can't afford to do anything, but yet these are boxes filled with gifts, right? What did you
Yeah.
this isn't garbage, this is evidence. Because most likely the FBI will be able to connect this information to the missing children's photos because they are loaded in them. Did your daughter I know you weren't with her for a bit though, right? So
Yeah.
it's kind of difficult.
I, my husband and I didn't see my daughter or our daughter for a whole year.
Oh my oh, I'm sorry.
And the last memories we have of seeing her are not the ones that we want because it was my mom is a freaking cruel fucking person.
You need to go deeper with this.
And
Let's start when you say a year, you didn't see her for a year before she went missing?
my mom accused my husband of touching our girls. CPS came, removed them, and my husband was in jail for 3 months. He was in jail February of 2021. And the day that he got released was the same day that she went missing.
Oh God. I feel your pain. I feel it.
And we still don't have our girls, but we was able to see our girls 19 months. It took us 19 months to get visitations to see our girls.
Was she solely in the hands of your mom's care?
Yep, all of them are. They still are.
Where's the godmother fit in?
She was there. I kind of knew her from the distance at first, and my husband was best friends with her brother-in-law, and they're very, very good people. And when Arden went missing, that they were first on scene because they live in Tomb Med where she went missing, and he was the only one that actually got out of his vehicle and looked constantly and told the cops, "You gotta search here, you gotta search here," and he literally got kicked away.
So what I hear so far is they said your daughter went missing the day when your husband was released. Did you get a glimpse of her before she was missing?
When she went missing?
Yes.
When I went down to the house,
Your parents' house.
when I went down to the house where where she was supposed to be, and it was there was a lot of energy there to where the people that live there have actually murdered my husband's cousin, and they were never convicted.
All right, I have a very hard question to ask you, and please don't. I'm not asking disrespectfully, or I'm just asking this question because we're all here to find your daughter. Do you feel as if your mom is responsible for your daughter being missing?
Yeah.
Do you feel as if your mom is harming your daughter?
I have paperwork to prove that she was.
And not to be disrespectful, I would like to know what that looks like. Is that harming her in a way of sacrificing things? Like I showed you those blood things and
Yeah. Okay. So my mom was actually throwing my daughter Arden as a punishment.
wait, what did you say?
As a punishment that she would do to Arden, would spank her with a belt until she was bruised, and also throw her in a cold shower. And my mom is greedy. She's very fucking greedy.
Have you
All she sees is a paycheck.
Paycheck from who?
When she looks at my kids, that's all she sees is a paycheck. It's a free paycheck.
What does that mean? Why would she get a paycheck for holding your kids?
actually went after Aaron and I separately and tried to get child support from both of us. And I just went to child support and I told him, fuck no, I'm not paying this because I'm still married to him and he shouldn't have to pay nothing.
Have you ever seen your mom? Were you raised when you were raised by your parents, correct?
I was raised by my dad.
Okay, and where was your mom?
Out whoring around and going back and forth to Arizona and back to Montana.
Okay. Were you raised in a family that believes in the resurrection and all this stuff that the kids, are sacrificed for this? I'm trying to get to a point here.
I wasn't, but when I raised my sister, because my mom was gone for
Uh-huh.
the whole time, I was still in high school and everything, and my sister Kimberly, she actually went through that phase, and she still had books on it. And then when I searched deeper, when Arden went missing, her boyfriend Hawks actually does.
Does what?
He believes into that.
So, another tough question. What does that look like? Like, tell me about that. What does that look like in comparison to the elements that we are seeing? Where does that play, and how do the elements play into that kind of a typical storyboard?
So I was talking to my husband about it because it didn't make sense to me.
Correct.
And I just kind of threw it out there, and I was like, and I almost wanted to start laughing until I caught myself, and then my husband's like, "What?" And I was like, "Do you think she was sacrificed to where that they can get away with everything? Do you think that's the reason why your cousin was killed and then Arden went missing?" I was like, "Do you think that they have to do that
How old was
every
his
now and then?"
How old was his cousin?
Shit, I can't remember. But
Young?
yeah, I think
Approximately.
was in high school or something like that. But he was actually stabbed in front of our grocery store in town. They knew who did it, but nothing happened. And that's the same family.
So I know intuitively, I know you have a picture in your mind right now. Don't be afraid to speak, and don't be afraid to speak what you think you see, because I have been showing this for a year. When you say, do you think our daughter was sacrificed? What is it that you see was done to her? What does that look like to you? Slowly, slowly. Take a deep breath.
Oh, wait.
Just slowly. Just close your eyes. Just close.
I know what it looks like. It just I've never told my husband.
I think you have to speak it. It's very important to the children's story. It's very important to these children who are trying to get. Okay, so here goes to me the crux, the most important part of this interview. She's about to expose what is going on under these tunnels, how I see it, and no one gave a shit. She's about to tell you what she saw with her own eyes, and no one gave a shit. That's why I personally think she was murdered. So you need to listen to this next part super carefully because she saw it. Get justice and they need their story told. And you are right now a vehicle to do that. So I would really love to see what you see in your brain. It's very important.
It, oh, I don't even know how to explain how it's almost as if they really tortured her. And
Wait, go back. But what does that look like?
they raped her.
Okay. Who's they? Listen.
It's Hawks, his brother, my sister, his auntie, her husband, and his cousin, who's a girl too.
All of Okay. So as we continue this, you guys really feel the understanding and know that no one did anything about this after this interview. She told what happened to her daughter because she saw it. And this interview didn't do jack shit for poor ArdenPepion. All it did, to me, is get her mom murdered. And so we continue. Them raped her. Is that part of the sacrifice?
It's just the beginning.
From there, what happened to her? It's okay.
You can't.
It's okay. Just take deep breaths. Take deep breaths and put yourself in the eyes of the children as if you're speaking for them. You're speaking for them. It needs to be told. It's the only way they get justice.
They
Close your eyes. Just close your eyes as if you're in a room by yourself and just speak.
they would
You could do it. You could do this.
they would actually keep him alive for a while. It's like, I don't know. It's
Okay, back
almost like
up.
they
Wait,
had.
back up. When you say they kept them alive, what are they, how are they keeping them alive? What do they look like and what are they going through? During those 3 days, what is
They're
happening?
they're under something.
Under, what does that mean? What does that look like?
It's dark. There's dirt.
Are they under the ground or are you saying under something medicated?
It's there's only one way out.
Okay, let's back up. They, you, we understand your daughter went through a horrific rape. Then where did they bring her and what did they do?
And I don't. I can't see where they actually bring her.
What do you mean it's under dirt?
The ground is dirt. It's soft. It's almost like it's black dirt.
Is her body under the dirt? Is her head under the dirt?
No, she actually can crawl. Just like in a small area, and they gave her a blanket, a doll,
They gave her a blanket and a doll?
and she's just in pajamas.
Blanket,
There's,
doll, and PJs. Is she by herself or is she with other children?
there's like two of the children.
There's 3 of them together?
There's a boy. There's, I want to see a girl because her head is shaved.
Her head is shaved?
Yeah, like I don't know, they try to disguise because my daughter's hair is not that color.
So they put them in this hole with mud, with a blanket, a doll, and pajamas. During those 3 days, what are they doing to them?
This is they they have them like dance and
Dance?
yeah, like almost like they get a kick out of it. And
If so, right now I see a very, very small area. I can't understand where they're dancing. Are they dancing in that area or do they take them out of that area?
yeah, they took them out. They're in a house. They're in a house, and
At night, do they go in back into the mud hole?
they would just take them back and forth because they would be drinking and they'd be doing some kind of drug. But it looks like mess.
Are the kids drugged?
They would actually give them the alcohol and see, I only see 3 days, but the other two kids were there the longest.
I'm going to just ask you to just speak up a little bit. I'm so sorry. What do you mean the other 2 kids were longer?
It seems like they were and I know she asked Hawks if she can eat. And it looked like she grabbed a baggie. And I think she might have thought it was salt. And then after that, it's like she really got like sick, and she's laying in the back of this rig. And he just told him, if we're gonna do this, we gotta do it now. And
What is this? What do what? What does this look like? What did they do to the kids?
oh man, it's so horrific what they do.
I really want to hear. It's okay. This is what's happening.
I really can't.
What?
I really can't.
You can't?
I can't say it.
You're going to take a deep breath and close your eyes and go within yourself and just speak your truth. You're speaking for your daughter. Speak it. This is why I found you. This is why I'm on the phone with you. It will be very healing.
I can't because my husband's gonna find it.
With or without your husband, this is going to be exposed. So this is a very big moment for you. This moment is about you choosing justice for your daughter or justice for your husband. You need to get justice for your daughter and speak the truth. It's a very big moment in your life right now. It's a very big moment.
Arden wouldn't get justice if my husband finds out.
The story has to be told. Your husband, I don't know your husband. What I'm asking is, don't tell me through Arden, tell me what you saw, what happens to those children. What do you mean by we have to do it now? Do they put them in a river? Do they kill them? Do they chop them up? What do they do? You're not going to tell me anything that I don't know. Nothing. It's not going to be surprising to me. All it's going to do is give me an affirmation that that is what they're doing. I'm not here to protect anybody. I'm here to give children their voice. I don't care who's guilty. I don't care if your husband's guilty. I have nothing to do with that. I don't care if I ever meet him. I don't care. You are here to close your eyes, go within, Speak the truth about what's happening to those children. You've come far.
They make them.
They make them do what?
They make them lay down.
Okay. So they make them lay down where?
In a circle.
Circle surrounded by like that group?
Yeah. And they end up just they take turns.
Okay. It's okay. Keep going.
And stopping it and they each take a trophy, like a piece of her hair or
So
something of her.
they each take something of her. How do they do that? What does that look like?
Excuse me.
Just take deep breaths.
One of them takes finger.
I can't hear you. So they take turns. They take trophies from her. Some take pieces of hair. What else do they take from her?
Skin.
They take skin. What else do they do? Do they take bones?
They take fingers.
They take fingers. Okay, you're doing great. They take fingers. Okay. Are they taking this for what? Okay, so let me back up before I even ask you that. They take fingers. What are they doing with the things that they're taking?
They're whispering something to it.
They're they're praying to it or something.
Yeah.
Are the children sedated, or are they wanting them to feel the pain?
They're sedated.
So they're sedated. Are they already passed on, or are they still sort of alive? Alive. So once they do this circle, is this a circle? Does this circle include that green face that I showed you?
Yeah.
Tell me about that green face. What is that?
In our culture, it would be a demon, but it would be a child demon.
You have to talk a little louder. It would be what?
A demon?
So they would have a demon. What would be the purpose of having a green-faced demon within their above? They have it above their circle. What's the purpose of that?
When they're doing,
Pardon me?
you know, when they have them lay down and they slowly take trophies, it arises the demon, and it's a child demon.
they arise the child, that so that brings the demon out of the child?
No, actually, the demon is a child.
So is that green face a face? Is that a child's face?
It once was.
So the green face is an actual human face?
From everything, every time the scene comes up, that demon comes, changes, and changes.
So is that a real human's face and they make it green?
It wants to be an adult.
The demon wants to be an adult. So after they take trophies, what are they doing next? And you have to speak a little louder.
They make them walk and just keep walking.
They have to walk after this is all taken off of them. Do they take arms off?
And some of the kids, yes.
Okay. Would it be fair to say that sometimes they cut them down into just a torso?
Yes.
So
It's depending on what they want. Because every time that they
can you talk? You got to talk a little louder. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
every time they take a trophy, they each want something from, helping out, and it, I don't know how to explain it. Like, like fortune.
I think you have to speak a little louder. Your voice is starting to fade because you're going into a lot of information. Try super hard. So they could, once they take it, where does that body go, whatever's left of it?
And they put it in a box.
So whatever's left of the body sits in a box. Is that the maroon box?
Maroon.
What box are they sitting in?
It's either maroon or red.
Maroon or red? So they're in a circle. They take what they believe to be trophies, and then what's left of them goes in a box.
And that's they
What?
they bury it, but
They
they don't know where it's at.
they bury it and they know where it's at?
Yes, so they can reuse it.
Oh, you gotta speak up. It is cause so they
So they
could
can visit.
so they could visit it.
Yeah.
So when I showed you the picture of all those maroon boxes that I saw down under in the tunnel, are those all the maroon boxes in there that were the children?
Yes.
So if you look at your husband's video and you play it slowly, what's behind your husband are all those maroon boxes. That's the room. That's the room that you would have to bring the FBI. Right?
Yeah.
That's the room that you have to bring them to. They don't want to hear the story. The story's very hard to tell. And let me tell you something, you have a lot of courage that you're even up here speaking. I give you a lot of courage because it takes a lot of strength and it takes a lot of courage to be speaking. A lot. And you have no idea how much I appreciate it. And you have no idea how long I have been seeing these visions within my third eye. So when you speak, there's nothing that you have said that is a shocker to me. Nothing. You're speaking the truth, and this is the story. In order to move this forward, because I don't know if they called you yet, but I want to be the one to go with you. I already told Salt Lake City FBI, I spoke to them. I get the story, and I get to go with.
Yep.
Is this the room that is on your parents' property, or is this the one that's by all those pictures that you just showed us?
It's on my parents'.
Okay. So, is it fair to say that this is sort of um, like almost like not a hereditary, like a belief in which came from your mother's side?
I honestly really think so.
How many years difference are you from your sister? Your younger sister?
Yeah.
Your baby sister?
Yeah.
How many years difference are you?
Actually 8 years.
Yeah. So what I see is you were the worker bee in your family. So I think that you were the worker bee and you just did your business, and your sister sort of kind of was raised that way. Like she knows what this is, but you were like the worker bee. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because that's how I taught. I raised her to be that way.
So do they what is this where that mesh, where's that white mesh and the hearts come in? Like where is that? Why are those all over the place? Is that a deep fake?
I have no idea. I because I seen it and like unless they're pre-see me see, I don't get it.
What can you tell me a little bit about, if you know, what does nature and trees and twigs have anything to do with this? Does this have anything to do with resoiling the surface of the earth?
Yes, because
Oh, we have to
we're
speak up. You definitely have to speak up.
yes, it's what we do when we ranch.
When you ranch,
Yeah, we own a big ranch up here.
so when you ranch, are they reusing any of like the human remains? Like human fluids to help the earth?
They they give them to pigs, and then dropping of the pigs.
So they give them to the animals to eat?
Yeah, whatever's in that pen, that's what will make your grass and everything grow a little bit more.
Okay, so that makes sense because in spirit world, the children, especially Summer Moon Wells, consistently says about animals. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because my daughter keeps saying chickens.
The chickens? Do they work with turkeys?
No, but we do have chickens.
You chickens. So, were you the worker bee who helped feed the animals?
Yep, I was actually like I always made a joke of it because it's just funny because my dad and you know we're all girls
Mm-hmm. That's
and
funny.
I was like, yeah, I should have been the boy, but
No, you're a good girl. You're a good woman. You are. Um, so basically, the pigs would have the evidence of DNA, some sort,
yep,
and that's what they're putting in the ground.
yeah,
Is that what? Do they use sticks? Like what? What is that? What's with the sticks and the tubes?
that's how we made the pen,
Make the what?
pen where the pigs are.
Oh, are the pens kept by where, like basically those boxes are?
Yeah,
They must. They have to be
like
close by.
I said, you know, we own one of the biggest ranches here. It's not just one property.
Yeah, you have a very large property.
Yes,
So are the boxes just put randomly in places that are going to be able to fertilize the land?
yes,
So would that make sense that other farms would do the same thing?
yeah, because we actually ranch with, we help out this some of the smaller ones.
Do you help out any of the farms in Tennessee?
And that part, I don't know. We have my cousin, well, he's almost like my brother.
Uh-huh.
He owns a trucking business.
Which is the trucking business, is that ran
They
out of Wyoming?
they travel. Let's just say that they travel a lot of places.
So when they travel, are what are they traveling with? Are they traveling with those boxes?
Animals and some of them are boxes, but I never looked into it.
So his trucking company would help with the transportation to bring to the other farms.
Yeah,
What's the name of his company?
Fitzpatrick trucking.
What?
Fitzpatrick trucking.
Fitzpatrick?
Yeah,
They're just based in Wyoming.
no, they're based in Browning. They keep it
I'm
small to where.
online. Well, yeah, they don't want to get too big.
Yeah,
What's the um
well, it's all family that does it.
well, most of these farms that I have checked out, they're all family owned,
Yeah,
and it's very deep family ties that I think they do the same thing.
yeah, and
I think they do the same thing.
yeah, because they
your brother, no, your,
My cousin's brother.
oh, your cousin's brother. Um, what company is that? Is that like a farming company?
No, it's actually just it's multiple. They own a casino, they own a hotel, they own gas stations, they own the internet, they own cables, they own the water.
Who is that?
Sai Communications.
Sai.
Yep.
So it's this is pretty protected.
Yep.
So you have Fritz company that does transporting. You have the CEO of CI,
Sai.
IE,
Sai.
Sai. Well, I guess that's the fight. That's and this is, I see that.
Now you know what kind of fight I'm up to.
You're not going to have to fight. It's not going to be a fight. They're the only ones that are going to have the fight. You will be in your most calm place in your body because there's no fight once you surrender to it. Your fight's over. That's the beautiful thing about telling the truth. Your fight, there's no fight. You have surrendered to the fight. You have been fighting this your whole life. So by you coming out and speaking, that's you surrendering. And then you have to just sit back and let everything else crumble down. Right?
Yeah. Like I said, when my daughter went missing, I lost my whole fucking family. They go all fucking burn in hell.
So is it fair to say that you probably believe that your daughter is gone?
Yeah.
Do you feel as if the other children are going through the same thing that I brought up to you?
Some of them. But I think the older ones they're being kept alive and being shipped around.
They're probably being shipped around through this Fritz company.
Well, it wouldn't even matter if it was that company or not. We're only about 50 miles away from the Canada border.
Yeah, I know. You're right underneath Vancouver.
And there's two places that you can cross the border. And there's one place that they don't really search your vehicle.
Probably not. You know what? Law enforcement these days, they've really this. It's just very difficult for anyone to take anything seriously.
Yeah, well, ours is just fucking lazy as fuck.
Yeah. Have you ever done anything? Because it's interesting. Don Wells is always in Utah. That's what I'm. And he does construction. He's a plaster guy, and he for very very large houses. And he's always plastering houses, and I always thought that he was using some of this shit in his plaster.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
So I feel as if, like, I don't know if that makes sense to you. You know more of the process, but I always felt like there's something with his plaster because it just makes no sense to me. And why? And would they build things and keep people within their houses? You think other people?
There's actually, believe it or not, there's actually a lot of them that actually do that here. And the law enforcement knows about it, but they don't give a shit because it's either their cousin or, their sister. It just.
Wow.
So fucking stupid.
When they build these in the houses, what do those houses look like? At least the ones that you know. Like, where is it there that there? I have a vision. I'm asking because I have been focused in on between the walls. Like I watched what they do, and it's like they put like lumber, and then they like keep these open spaces. I can't explain it. Like, and it's like between the space between the two walls where the two walls aren't meeting.
Yeah, actually, when I was younger, I would always dream that.
Yeah, it's like it's spaces, like how you would share like a ceiling with the upstairs, but you're not. There's like a space between.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here? Um, there has to be a way that you would need to call. I already talked to them, but I would think that you need to go into a safe place and just wait, because they're going to come to you and you're going to walk them over to an area of importance. And from this conversation, I now see that you will know exactly where to go. Um, what are you most comfortable with?
They can call me and meet me at my house. I really don't care because,
Could the could
I'm up to the yin yang, so
Nope, FBI has they don't have to check with anybody. They don't need anyone's approval. I already asked them. They trump everybody.
I know, but if I don't know you, I'll pull my gun.
Oh no, the FBI will never come without knowing. No, you would. They have all of your phone numbers,
Yeah.
and it has to be Salt Lake City. They have both your phone numbers, and she was creating and getting to the right person. So if you could do me a favor, just let me let me know when they contact you, and there will be a plan for you.
Okay.
You're a really strong woman. Did you ever think that you'd be talking about this?
The only person that would talk about this is my friend, like I told you, when she's around me,
Yeah.
around her.
Is this the same kind of thing as all the other got gone kids? Like, you know how like Lori Vallow did all that, and put her kids, chopped them up and put them in her backyard? Is that like the same kind of a philosophy?
Yeah, we had this one woman that actually killed her child, and she's from here, from Browning.
Uh huh.
I cannot remember her name. Erin, do you remember that woman's name that killed her kid and drove around in her car with the child wrapped up in her trunk? But yeah, she killed her kid. She's from Browning originally, right? But she lived in Great Falls when that happened, right? So that's about, Great Falls is about 2 hours away, and it said murder right above the door in red.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that many times. I've seen that.
Yeah, finally killed, and the father was in Afghanistan, and I guess he was trying to talk to CPS while he was over there, trying to get his daughter removed,
Wow.
and they never did. And the CPS worker,
Bedroom is exactly what we just looked at. Okay. So this is a story that was worth replaying. It got nothing. It got nothing. It didn't get what it was supposed to. It didn't receive any kind of a phone call. All I know that happened was a few days later, she was dead. And I didn't know. There was nothing on the news. It just says, if you look it up, she died peacefully in her home. That's it. And she gave the whole story in which I have been writing about since 2021. She gave the details and she watched. The details she gave were from first person, were from her eyes. And still, it created nothing, no waves. And I'm replaying this for the children. And, you know, it brings justice, but it also shows you that the silence that is out there is critical to recognize that what's not being said is more important than what is being said. And this is all the stuff that I saw through the visions of these videos. I saw it. So when I was able to talk to her, Arbania, and she gave this information, it blew my mind. So on that note, this is for the children. May justice come to the children for just these little moments to recognize what they've gone through. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for being here. Always God bless you all. And if it wasn't for my people here on WCIA Network, my journey wouldn't be what it is today. Good night, guys.